Securing a high mass salvage early in Starminer sets the foundation for your entire campaign, but miscalculate your thrust to mass ratio by even a fraction and catastrophic structural failure is guaranteed. Surviving day one requires rapid recovery, aggressive expansion, and exact node placement. Join me on my journey toward the perfect start in this Starminer Let's Play series. Right, let's get started. So, how are we going to play out this campaign? We're playing the single player campaign in Starminer, and I'm going to go for a particular play style, okay? And initially, you're given some choices. You've got presets for some various perks that you can apply to your character for level 1 or level 0 of your character prior to leveling up. So for this playthrough, I'm really going to focus on mining initially. Oh yeah, mining and Starminer of all things. But yes, we are going to go with the miner. And that effectively gives us increases refining efficiency by 30%, increases engineer movement speed by 30%, and also increases mining range by 30%. So all our mining lasers and everything are going to be like excellent. You're not going to have to be super close to asteroids for mining. The haulers, which are the engineers, are going to be quicker at moving and picking up materials out in space as they fall off the asteroids or the wreckages that you're mining or scavenging, and it increases the refining efficiency by 30%, so you can turn chunks of materials such as silicates, iron, cobalt, etc. into their refined state, so you can use it for building, expanding a station, etc. So I'm going to go ahead with the miner, and I think portrait wise, yeah, we'll go for this guy. Actually, no, this one. He looks far more industrious. So, welcome to the Frontier Zone Gamma. From Mara O'Brien to new recruit, which is myself with Ollie Strikes. I am the new recruit on the block. Welcome to the Frontier Zone Gamma. Welcome, miner, to Reclamation 9 Mining Co., the hardest, dirtiest, and most profitable outpost this side of the cosmos. Out here, there's no corporate polish, just metal, dust, and risk. The work is brutal and the pay is worth it. Mine the belts, haul the ore, fend off pirates, and keep your rig intact. Watch your water levels, watch your hull, and remember, one mishap and you're vapor. Play it smart, fill your holds, and maybe you'll earn your ticket off this rock. Maybe. Best of luck. Reclamation 9 Mining Co. Dig deep, aim true, come home rich. This message and any attachments may contain confidential information intended only for the recipient. Unauthorized use or dissemination is strictly prohibited. So as much as they say that this isn't like super corporate, the actual ending and the small text is contrary to that. But we're going to dive straight in. Here we go. There's our station to start. We're in the Great Spill. So, Chief Johnson, oi, Svennik, wake the hell up. Thought you could slack on the job? Nah, don't give me excuses. I pay you to work, not laze around. I'm here. No, we do not need a systems check. I'm fairly comfortable with the controls, so we're going to get to work. So the eggheads tell me we got a good haul today. Something about cosmic radiation and solar winds. Hell if I know, but it's pushed some junk parts right onto our doorstep. You're going to scrap them all, bring them home, and bring home if anything of value. Fine. So, approach the junk parts. Fine. So, junk parts is destination. I'm going to turn off some things here. So, this... Going to turn it off. Right, so we can see our navigation line here, and we're going straight over to this. And it looks like we do have some pirate drones that we're going to have to take out, but this is what we're going to be scavenging. So we can't mine as of yet because we'll have to scan it. So if we go back to our rig Mark 1. And actually, while we're here, there's something else that we can take advantage of down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and move myself. Let's just double check the gimbal. Yeah, that seems fine. We're slightly off, but we're not going to mess around with that too much. But we'll put the orientation tool in place. And we're going to head down and actually have a look at what we got down below first before heading over to the objective. Because there's some floating materials out, as you can see. So the controls in this game are pretty good, in my opinion. And as you can see, as we get closer to these materials that are just floating about, our haulers will jump out and start collecting them. I'm actually going to turn on our energy rig because we want to start storing some energy here. So we're just turning on our solar panels at the back here. And there is a rig part over here that we can probably take and attach to our our existing station. So we're going to go for the rig part, and I'm going to go ahead and take it. It does have, quite nicely, it's got a mining laser, it's got some energy storage, and it's got a cargo bay. We have a water, what's this called? A water storage, a radiator, and 2 tier 2 solar panels. I don't think there's anything else on here of note. Nope, that's good. We're going to go ahead and we're going to possess it. And as we possess it, we will connect it to our existing ship. So if I hold E here, that's going to bring us up nicely, and I will connect them. But I'm going to initiate the connection from this ship because I want to maintain the orientation that we have on it. I'm just going to check where our mining lasers are on this one. Yes, they're on the bottom, so we're going to connect with this bottom array node facing down as well. And for some reason, the mining is turned on. We'll turn that off. And we're just going to get ourselves into position, just tapping away. We have all our dampeners are activated, so we will stop when we stop pressing the movement keys. I'm just going to rotate myself around. And also pressing spacebar activates the boosters, the dampeners, to prevent ourselves moving as well. So we're just going to move into position ever so slightly. Yeah, so we're going to put... Just thinking, is this a good position to have it in? Probably. You know what? I'm going to put it in the front. I think the front would be better. Let's go like that. Where's the orientation on this? Yeah, well, that's fine. But I think this will sit better on the front, particularly when we're transporting... or setting up some automation with the trade being in the front, the cargo bay. I think they'll sit better in terms of positioning when we're close to trade stations. I'm just getting all my controls mixed up here, but we're okay. We're okay. Just don't want to collide. Oh, that was very close. We're going to press E to come back up. So I could have knocked off our tier 2 construction thing there, which we really don't want to do, but holding E now. Oh, Q. Yeah, you can see that I'm all over the place with the controls here, but you do get used to it. And we hold spacebar, and then we're going to hold reverse or forward, sorry, because of the orientation, and we're going to line ourselves up. I'm going to switch over to our rig Mark 1, and we're going to merge the station. Hopefully the orientation doesn't go any awry. There we go. Excellent. So now we have our... That's a mining laser. All our mining lasers are on the bottom of the ship, which is great. We have 2 large cargo bays, and I'm very tempted to actually refine this, or actually scrap it. So we do have the materials. I'm going to go ahead and scrap that, confirm, and I'll get the resources for it, which is great. But now what we can do is we can start lasering. I do have one assault laser here, so we're a multi-functional ship, and we can do lots of different things with this. So we can be offensive, go take out the Jones, etc. But we're actually going to just mine this away. But first of all, we're going to scan it. And I need to just rotate the orientation of our station here so we can capture it. There we go. And now we're scanning all the parts. Just going to keep rotating until I get everything in. There. So we have some thorium, 20 tons of it. We have a lot of iron. A ton of silicate, which is ideal. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the scanner, and we're going to go ahead and rotate for mining purposes, so all our mining is in play. Okay, great. And then we'll head over to the destination debris. But while we're waiting, I'm going to go check the bulletin and see if there's any other quests or missions that we can accept. We've got resource intel, so scan the asteroids on location. That's fine, and we'll go ahead and accept that. And we can go and scan those. That's great. That's going to give us 10 XP and 1,200. I like to call these credits, but I think they're called... Yeah, it's just credits. But I don't know what the S stands for. Solar or something like that. I can't remember. Fine. Okay, so that's that. And the Solar Dominion, the Great Array Initiative. So we're building 24 tier 4 solar panels across the system. So the expansion of humanity's reach among the stars hinges on one critical resource, energy. To sustain large-scale mining operations across multiple solar systems, you must construct massive orbital solar arrays around every planet. So that's Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. These megastructures will harness stellar energy and transmit it across the colonies, ensuring a continuous power supply for mining industry and expansion. Check your progress on the right of the star map. Fine. 0% mission progress, but that's a lot to do. And in the Great Spill, this is our current one, the first one we got. So that's conducting or destination of the debris, and then we got a systems check. That's fine. So we've got nothing else to consider here. That's fine. So how are we doing on this front? Right. So collection is a little bit slow. I'm going to keep rotating that way. That's fine. And I'm going to have a look at our hangars. So under modules, I'm going to expand this out. And we're going to filter this to I think it's hangars, and we have 3 small hangars. So we have one hauler there, another hauler there, and then we have one constructor. Okay, let's actually have a look at what research we have available to us as well. So everything that's in yellow I think is not available. So I'm going to just type in here medium hangar, and we don't have that. I don't know why these are yellow. I can't remember. I think requires lieutenant junior as a rank, and that no prerequisites, so you need to research this before this comes up. So you need to complete the prerequisite. I think that's what it's telling us. I bet you if I select this one, yeah, you can't actually build a tier 2 Hulk node either, so we can't expand too extravagantly on our existing station that we have here, because these are key parts. But we are overheating, which is not great. I'm wondering if there's anything that we can slap on here just to help. And I'm thinking it's going to be a radiator. We've only got these, but they... I mean, let's have a look at the... This here doesn't appear to use energy. It's just expelling up to 200. Lots of energy. Whereas if I go on to... Yeah, let's go on to this. I'm going to press B here. And we're going to go on to mining. If we have a look at... Not mining, sorry, energy. This one here, they both require 10 iron and 10 silicates and an additional 130 energy in order to produce these modules. But it's not telling me about their levels of consumption or what they actually do. We will have to find out, but I think for the time everything is building up in terms of heat, so I'm actually going to put a radiator on. Where's that array? We're going to put it at the front up. No, I think that's actually metal storage. Yep, so that's something I missed. But I think we will, and I don't know why these are going offline. I think it's because of the heat overheating. Let's just keep an eye on this, but they are offline. Yeah, it's the heat. So as they overheat, if I click on this, they will stop operating. So I think having one of those radiators is going to be imperative. So I'm actually going to put them on here. So I'm going to get 2. We're going to get 1 thermal radiator here and 1 there. We will actually get rid of one of our dispellers. We have one on the rear, and I'm actually going to scrap this one. And we're going to convert it into disassembly the solid, will convert it into reusable parts. No, I don't want to do that. I want to actually scrap it.
Construction completed.
Confirm. There we go. So we have a few more resources as a result. Actually, quite a lot have come in as a result of mining all this, which is great. But we do have these 2 up and running, and everything seems fine. We're not overheating now. Everything is going to work. We have an excess of fuel production, I believe. Just looking at the, not fuel, sorry, energy. So this is 35 megawatts, and these are 15. So I've got 45 on the back and 70 on the front. So it's quite a fair bit of energy coming in. And if I look at my fleet and have a look at log, bulletin, energy. So we're producing just over 100. Battery is consuming just over 50. Battery capacity is full. And another really cool thing that I found just playing around with the sandbox outside of this is a very quick way of like just having a look at what you can manage. So all your haulers, your colonists. These are the two habitats. You can actually turn them on from here, as opposed to having to go and click on the module specifically. But we've almost collected everything we need from here. This is what we need next. Unknown composition. I'm going to go ahead and come down. I'm going to turn off our mining and our scanner. I'm going to rotate. There we go. And tilt. Rotate. I think we can go down. I think I'll just catch it. There we go. We're scanning it. Ideal. I may even consider putting... no, it probably wouldn't work. But that's fine. I think these are empty. At the back, yeah, these two bits are empty. So I've got two nodes on the rear here that I could use for something. Could probably put the radiators on there, but we've got some more iron. 40 tons of it, which is great. So we'll rotate round. We'll turn off our scanner. And we will turn on these. And another cool thing, actually, when you go into the overlays, you have a look at mining, you've got to find the sweet spot where all three interconnect. And it's a bit hard to tell, actually. When they're all positioned very close to each other, it's very easy to tell where they are. But another way you do it is just by hovering over. You can see those are 3 green chevron lines of chevrons lining up. That means that all your mining lasers are in range. So they'll all be able to hit that, which is great. We're going to get 3 chunks a piece at a time. So I think this would be a total of 4 of mining operations for each laser. But we'll do 3 and then 1 will work on the last piece. So 3 will fly off, and I should see, yeah, there's 10 left. So each chunk here, not chunk, sorry, these are refined materials, but it's 10 tons a go on each of those, which is great, which is really good. Okay, so we're going to get that, and then we're going to head over to our... We're going to head over to this one. We're going to scan everything here, and then we'll head down and we'll go take up those. But this is all right. Going to turn off that. I am going to have we're just going to enjoy outer space for a moment. And I'm actually going to click on one of these, and we're going to Alt-O for orbital view. And we'll just follow our haulers as they pick up materials and take them back. Bearing in mind, these are 30% quicker than standard haulers just because of our perks, which is really handy. So they fly faster. And he pops in, drops off the iron, and stores it for us. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And we're now mining asteroid stuff, so I am going to stop that. Because those are very heavy, and we're almost full. We've only got 300 extra tons, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off this, and we're going to turn off our haulers. Right, we are now going to make our way to the next objective, which is this way. So let's have a look, and I'm going to have my laser. This laser needs to be in position, this assault laser. So I'm going to rotate on the axes. Like so. And I'm just going to start moving forward. You know what, I'll worry about our positioning when we get there. We're going to make our way over. And I'm going to balance our resources. There we go. And that effectively is going to balance our stored resources of 530 tons amongst all of the storage containers on our ship. That includes the core Hulk nodes as well. Oh, I almost crashed there. That would have been a little bit embarrassing. Oh god. Oh, not good. We have just lost a few pieces. And we have lost 2 lasers and 2 arrays. Okay, we're going to have to live with that. That's my bad. We will recover from that mishap. Not ideal. But what I was saying is balancing the weight. We just lost a ton of weight there and a lot of potential. And I don't know if we can actually build those arrays anymore. And we lost our radar too. Great stuff. Right, let's remedy that very quickly. So we're going to build another one of these, which is a small array just on the front. We're going to conduct our repairs. That's fine. And actually what we can do is we'll put the scanner on the front as well. So on here, under the research tab, you have your tier 1 scanner. I'm going to put my lasers back on. as well for mining, which is this, and the same with this. And I think I lost I lost my storage, which is not ideal. There we go. And then we're gonna have to introduce some storage, and I'm gonna put them on the back. So the storage, metal storage, like so. I think we're all right. This will all be built. We all have enough resources, but they're all back. We're back where we were. Just a little bit slight realignment on where our modules need to sit, but we'll continue forward. And I'm going to turn on my assault laser as we can approach this. So that will be turn off the orientation tool, turn our weapons, come out of build mode. I'm just going to rotate ourselves forward in a particular way. I'm actually going to put this weapon on weapon group 1, and that will actually show me the cone as well when I hover over. So that is the full cone of firing for effect. So as soon as I come into range, it should start shooting quite aggressively at the drones. Apparently, it would help if I could actually orientate myself in a particular way and rotate that way. And if I hover now, I literally just need to move forward from our perspective. So holding Q or E, sorry, I will progressively move closer towards the enemy. And we'll hold W as well, so that moves us down. That is not going as planned at all. Balance that out. Hold on, you've got oh, crikey. Yep, there we go. Our lasers are on the way. And you've got company. Aegis Mark II security drones, looks like, must have reactivated when you got too close. Their weapons are all disabled. Just take them out before they get loose. Clicking right mouse button on the enemy will issue the attack order for your laser. Just make sure you're in range and pointing in its general direction. Fine. Okay, well, let's start moving into their general direction. I'm actually going to turn on the orientation again. We're just going to press E and just attack as many of these as we can. And I'm going to tilt. Yeah, there we go. We're in the zone. We've got this. Still can't believe I crashed into that asteroid. Rookie error. And we're actually getting XP and Solari for doing this as well, which is great. Let's just rotate around again there, and we're going to go down. Rotate that way. There we go, perfect. I think that's the last one, and there's one more afterwards. And we're going to move over to our right. Make sure we're not going to collide with the wreckage and take out that last one. There we go, perfect. Okay, great. So it looks like their sensors identify you as an enemy. Here, you'd be dead 3 times over if someone hadn't disabled their weapons. Yeah, I'm sure. That is very lucky. Oh, is that? No, that's an asteroid. I thought it was another droid. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. You know the drill. I want a clean scan of each derelict. You do know how to use the tier 1 scanner, don't you? Yeah, we do. Point the beam at the target. Yep, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. So let's turn on our scanner.
Scanners online.
We're going to rotate a bit more. And we should hopefully catch all of it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. We've got some earnite in here. So the colors dictate what materials are in there. So red, ready pink for iron, gray for silicate, blue for water, pinky, I don't know, just pink for earnite, and then also we saw earlier was orange, which was for theonite, and they're all used for different things. But generally speaking, silicates, iron, and cobalt, which you haven't seen yet, is used for construction. But then for tier, higher tier modules and for larger like equipment, you start using some thorium as well. But we will discover that together. Okay, so we are in position. I'm going to turn off this, and we're going to turn our mining. And our mining, where is our mining? They're on top of the ship, so let's rotate round. And we should, in theory, be in range for this. Let's just tilt it a bit more. Get a bit closer.
Mining on haulers online.
Let's just go for a right click here. Target visible and in range. Well, shoot it. Can we hit it? I think we may have encountered some sort of strange bug. Let's turn them on and off.
Mining online. Construction completed.
Okay, I'm going to reload very quickly because I think we may have encountered some sort of bug here. It says target visible and in range against all three of them, but they're not activating. Just having a quick look at the status of our... I'm going to save here very quick. And we'll call it campaign official. And we're going to return, and then we're going to load, and I hope that will solve that problem. So we're doing a little bit of troubleshooting here. And then it should, I hope, work. Maybe it's not letting me do it because I haven't done a complete scan. Probably.
Construction completed.
That is the other thing. So it's probably not letting me mine it until I have a complete scan on my hand. So I'm going to turn on my scanner again.
Scanners online.
I have 2 sets of scanners. What a froob. I'm going to scrap this one because I didn't lose the last one. It was always there. Cool. Just get that in range. There we are. So I hope once that's done, we'll start mining it. There we go. A couple of old storage modules and a decrepit shield module. God damn it, someone dumped some old scrap again. Preventative measures, my ass. This garbage heap grows with each year. Nice view though. Yeah, would you look at that? An honest-to-God hangar ship looming out there in the distance, constructed by Cadmium Blue Tech. Haven't heard of that name in a while. Okay, dismantle the nearby junk parts. So I'm hoping that... Yeah, okay, so it's not a bug. It was you just have to wait for the progress of the quest. I'm just going to rotate myself in position. We're going to turn off our scanners.
Offline.
And we may have to consider introducing some more haulers, I think. Just to speed it up. So we have 2. I might want 2 more. So let's just have a look where they could be placed. I'm thinking that's a habitat. On the bottom here, 2 haulers. I think that'd be good. I mean, we have 1 there. 2 there. Yeah, we're going to put 2 haulers just here. And with haulers, they actually use colonists. So I'm going to go and place 1 here. And then I'm going to place just 1 on the bottom just here as well. To assist with the hauling efforts. For some reason I can't build it on there, which is a little bit irritating, and I don't know why. Oh, I see. There is an issue where there is a crossover between 2 existing pathways. You can see that in the UI now. You can't have those 2 hangars angled in such a way. So I'm going to have to build the other one. I might actually build on the sides here, 2 of them. So 1 here. Oh, and that's also colliding with this one here. Well, this isn't very well planned, is it? I'll do it at the front.
Construction completed.
There we go. And when that hangar is constructed, I'm going to come out of build mode and go into management. You'll notice that there is nothing. If I go onto this one, it has a hauler present. But if we go into this one, you can actually choose which one to build. So I'm going to go ahead and build a hauler. And I'm going to do the same with the front one that should be constructed soon as well. But a ton of Eonite, thorium, silicates. Yeah, we're doing all right. This is good. This is very good. It's a good start. But it's a fantastic game. I really enjoy it. We've got lots of plans for the YouTube channel, so I am going to do Starminer as my initial Let's Play through, with tips, tutorials, etc. I'm also going to show off other content creators who are covering the game, because some of their builds are incredible. The kind of stations they put together and the way they explain the game is also super helpful too. And that's helped me on my journey in this game too. Make sure you don't leave anything behind. Those fools didn't even empty the Eonite injectors. That's a month's pay right there. Damn corpo brats with more money than sense. Oi, are you even listening? I'm here, boss. Head back to the base and unload the cargo. Just the valuables. Don't bother transferring silicates. Your ship will now be quite heavier. Take that into account when maneuvering. Approach the Reclamation 9 and then issue the trade command, just like they taught you in basic training. Transfer iron to Reclamation 9, but not the other things. They just want iron? Fine. Okay. What we can do to save ourselves some time is actually we can start an automation order, so I don't have to fly all the way over there. So where I will go for that is automation. You can't, because I can't actually select that station. Okay, so they've brute forced the questing, so you kind of have to do that. I'm just going to balance my weight so that it distributes evenly and moves in the way that I'd like it to. So mass is equally everywhere. So let's just head over to, I think this is Reclamation 9. Let's double check. Yes, it is. Back to the rig. And we're going to press V so that we can basically, turn off the lasers.
Mining offline.
En route though, I think we're going to do this. I'm just holding right click and it does pretty nicely. Oh my god, we are moving way too quickly. Just going to hold the brakes there. Oh, I'm going to hit that. No, we're not. Maybe not, and maybe not going to do that. Right, we're going to scan this. Right, turn on our scanners.
Online.
Rotate round. Just going to complete some quests as we're here. Just gonna hold spacebar. Yep, we're braking. I'm gonna slowly do these 3, and then we'll make our way all the way over. I wonder if I can trade from here. Don't think I can. Maybe I need to be in this zone. Okay, that's one item. Let's move up. And we'll rotate a bit more. I should. There we go. Holding Q to move, and I'm going to tilt myself forward so we can scan the other item. If you position yourself really, really well, you can scan multiple things super quickly. Right, that's thorium and silicates there. Where's the thorium patch on the back? Yep, orange. We're scanning this other one just here. Bring ourselves to a halt. It's so much harder to move your station when it's so much heavier. I mean, it's only 295. It's not a huge amount of tonnage, but there we go. We've done. Let's turn off this.
Scanners offline.
And we're just going to move ourselves backward. Just press. Going to rotate. Rotate round. Press E to rotate that way. Yep, nicely done. Just stopping every now and again and holding spacebar to utilize the braking. We've actually got plenty of water. We're fine. And you remember when I built the hauler, I did say that it's going to use colonists, which remind me, I did not do the one on the front here. Where is that frontal lobe? I think it's this one. Yeah, build hauler. I'm actually going to build another one just here. Yeah, plenty of haulers to pick up all the juice. Right, we're going to trade. So we're going to trade with this guy, and we're going to give him 20... Ooh, sell 20 iron. Which is the majority of our supply, which isn't ideal. But there's our 20. And we're just going to wait for this to go through. And at the same time, we'll be building some bits. And what we can see, straight out of our medium hangar here, or large cargo bay, sorry, we have 2... These are 10 tons apiece. So 2 of these packaged resources just going straight into the closest cargo bay, which is... Just trying to look around here. I don't know, actually. Where is the closest cargo bay? You can actually click on this and have a look at the modules, I think. No, this is focused on me. But it is... We made our way in. Ah, there we are. Small one. Just there. I love the smell of raw iron in the morning. If you get closer or even line up to the 2 cargo bays, the trade will go faster. Fine. Now the good stuff. The precious Eonite. Okay, we're going to send Eonite across. You actually can do trade automation as well. The Eonite, let's... Oh, I don't want to buy it. We're going to sell it. Wait. I haven't got that much. I've only got 50 yet. It's showing 100. Yep, something's bugging out with the UI here, so I'm just going to close it. Go back to trade. Yeah, something very weird is happening here. You'll notice that it's saying that I have... Right. Oh, that's why. I gotta click on myself and then go here, and now it will show it because I was doing a trade between the Reclamation 9 to Reclamation 9. But here, you've got to make sure that you have your ship selected, then right-click on the blue icon for the station that you want to trade with. Make sure you go to sell, and then we've got Eonite, so we're going to do 100% of that. Oh, he only wants 20. Fine, I'll keep the rest. 3,600 Solari, I think it's called. Solari, but just credits. Fine, we're going to send that through too. And we've actually leveled up. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and see what perks we have available. We have... Gore's targeting system increases the mass driver range. Ballistic warfare increases missile weapon damage by 30%. Neither of these we're going to take advantage early on, but reinforced armor plating, I think we will. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. Let's give every piece an extra 30. So, and as example on this, not the habitat, but the core module, give an extra 30% on here. But this is a better one. You can see the 30%. It's gone from 100 to 130, so it's a good amount stronger, which is great. And I might actually go over here and iron all these. Iron, mine. So our Eonite is going in, and we may have to consider what did we unlock. Actually, we did unlock a load of research as a result of leveling up, and I think one of those items. Can we make the tier 2 refinery? No, but we can make the tier 1 now. Yeah. But we could also make, I think, was the medium hangar doors. But it just can't. We need 9,000 credits for the license cost. But that's something we can look at once we've made some more money. That eel will make a nice bonus for me, of course, and not a word out of you. Got it? Remember, you're short on credits. You can always bring in metals you collect and we'll pay you. Nice. Now, the computer says we can't handle that hangar ship just yet. Apparently, some critical systems on the Reclamation 9 are behind on maintenance. Do I have to spell it? Fix them? Fine. So we're going to fix.
Haulers offline.
So we're going to move into place. So silicates are the sole resource used in module repair. If you don't have enough Psi on board, find and scrap some nearby. So let's just come into range. But we do have a repair mode, and I'm just going to...
Constructors, haulers, online.
There we go. We actually have a construction, tier 2 construction bit on here, so I'm just going to rotate round. Oh, I see it. Okay, let's move round. Gonna rotate round as well, so we can get...
Oh! Hull breach detected.
Oh, are you serious? I think it was this. Yeah, we lost 7 health. I literally just touched it. Gosh, I am not having a good day with asteroids. I barely saw it as well. But what other bits is there? Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Good, we've done it. So good job. Move on onto the last damage module to repair it, which is... It appears to be at the bottom. So we repaired a tier 3 or tier 2 manufacturing node. And on the bottom, it looks like it's nuclear reactors. We've got to move down and below. So I'm going to orientate myself in a particular way here, so as I could get the tier 2 constructor. Oh! God, I thought I was going to hit that again. If I press I, that's better. I can actually see where things are a little bit more. And actually, we've just done it perfectly, and we've repaired it. Got this in place. So what else we've got to repair? Can I go down? Ooh, gosh, I am not bad at I'm really not bad at driving. I'm terrible at driving. Proximity alert. I wish the proximity alert, instead of just flashing, would give you like sound. And we're out of silicates. Right, where are we going for silicates? Over here. That is where we're going for silicates. Fine. So let's head on over. We'll get some more silicates and we'll be able to repair this finally. And I'm not going to hit any asteroids, I hope. Touch wood. Touch metal in this instance. And we're in play. We're going to start moving forward to that derelict ridge over there. Rig. Actually, there's a few things we can. That's 1 or 2 kilometers away, whereas this is only a few. Well, less than 1. Let's just orientate ourselves here. Orientation, get the right vectors. And I am sluggish, even though I've got I've only got 91 tons on me. Right, let's get the scanner on.
Online.
Dampeners, and we're going to rotate round and hopefully scan most of it. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Hit it in 1. Excellent. So we've got some more Eonite, we've got lots of water, and actually some silicates as well. So let's get ourselves in position. Turn on our
Mining online.
miners as well, and we're going to move forward. And we're just going to turn on our overlay for our mining. And we can see round here is the best place because it will hit all 3. So if I do this, I should just come into range nicely for all 3 lasers. And we're going to go in a bit closer just so as we're nice and close, and they'll continuously mine. And our haulers will do their jobs as well. I'm just going to check all my hangars here. Yeah, we've got 1 constructor. We have 1 without. We're actually going... I'm going to put a hauler in here. And that's going to use another colonist as well. Okay, so there we go. They're going to go en route. They're going to pick everything up for us. And I'm just checking anything else here. We've got 1,000 ton metal storage. We have no part storage. We're okay. Need to consider potentially a refinery on the front of the ship just here. And I'm wondering if I can build that. Let's have a look. Not there. Not there. Here. It's between these 2 bits. And I'll demonstrate why. So when you go for a refinery, as you can see, ooh, that might work too. But we'll see. I'm not going to build it just yet. Because I want to complete a few more quests just to see if I get given any more modules or wreckages that I can put together. Because I can see there's a few scattered out. There's one big one over here. I have no idea what this is. That is a big debris that I might want to go and get. That's 2 and a bit kilometers away. Over here, this is surrounded. What on earth is this? Wow, that's a big derelict piece right here. And you can see the amount of drones around this. This is so much silicate and God knows what else is in here. This would be great. And there's some big pieces below. Some debris. I don't even know what these could have been originally, but they're big old pieces. What is this? Just debris. 1, 2, there's 3. 1 over here, 1 here, 1 here, and there's some other big pieces. Oh God, there's 4, 5. Okay, we don't need to mine, so I just spoiled the map there. But going back to our rig, we're just gradually getting all these pieces in, which is great. And I just want to fill ourselves up. So we're going to let this go. We're going to enjoy the view for a moment. And we're just mining our wonderful salvage here. It's good to get some water as well. Definitely need water because your colonists use it, and I think certain modules actually use it as well, if I recall correctly. Particularly refining. I think refining uses it, but I can't 100% remember. And I think dampeners use it as well. Very pretty game though, and look, it's good. It's showing the sun is showing as if that we're looking through the lens of something. You see, like the sun is leaving like lens flare almost, and also like smudges on our screen, so to speak. So it's very much you're viewing this as if you're almost like a drone operator, kind of like thing from a third person perspective of your drone, which is really cool. But I quite like these of the solar effect on the screen here, as you can see, and it feels like marks on glass or a visual port into space, which is nice little touch. So turning this back on, how are we doing? So we've got 135 silicates now, and now I think it's just water now. We're looking at 40 tons there and 20 tons there, but we're pulling it in, we're hauling it in quite fast, which is great. I may even consider putting on 2 more lasers just in these 2 parts here, so we go up to 5 lasers, and I think we have the energy output for it. These are using 20. Yeah, so that's only 60, and I think we go up to 100. So I could do another, another 2, and that would max out our energy production, but we would be really efficient on gathering. And I don't think all our ships are heading out either, so I am going to, you know what, let's get more efficient with mining. So I'm going to go ahead and put some miners on here. We're going to go for a tier 1 there and a tier 1 here. Yes, we are using our materials, but we're going to be doing lots of salvaging. So having these lasers in play is going to be really helpful. Come out of build mode. Build mode is B, by the way. A really handy thing is pressing F1. It does give you all your help and hotkeys, which is really helpful if you ever forget. So that is all of that done, and we're going to head back to the station. And yeah, we're building. We're going to turn off our lasers as well,
Mining
and our weapons.
Offline. Construction completed.
And we're going to balance our materials. I have to press it a couple of times. There we go. Okay, there we are. Let's just get over there. And we've got a construction thing on the top here which we can use. Let's just rotate ourselves ever so slightly. There we go. We are in business. Then we're going to move forward. That's got cobalt on there, so we definitely need to get that at some point. Oh, that's got a ton of cobalt on it. How many tons? 30 tons. Yeah, definitely want to take that. Our little constructor drone is we've left behind, unfortunately. Right, let's get in position. Almost in range. Don't know if I can see building, maintenance, fleet ammo, construction. There we go. Wait. Okay. Everything in this bit it can get, and everything here it can get and around, but not directly above and not directly below. That's a huge cone of construction though. Okay, well, they're less damaged than before at least. Maybe I won't have to hire an engineer after all. Sounds good. I'll admit, you're a decent worker. You don't complain much. You get the job done. Maybe we can help each other out, yeah? I've opened up the station's mission board. Anyone needs something done, they put it there. Passenger, transport, missing puppy, whatever. Go on a mission. I've got a mission of my own there too. Okay. What do you think I meant? What did you think I meant now? Fool, get a move on. Scan the scrap in the hangar ship. Something that big's bound to have valuables. Scan the hangar ship. Where are we going? Oh god, that big bear moth. Look at this. The Pannonia 2 HLEV. Okay, well, oh, and there's also a commander underneath it. Fine, so this is where we're going next. It's I think we've had a good start. Other than crashing into a couple of asteroids, I think we've done okay.
Construction completed.
And what I'd like to know as well, guys, if any ideas for names of our initial starting station. At the moment, it's just called Rig Mark 1, but I think you know we've got to think of a proper name for this thing. No. Oh, actually, while we're here, we do have some scrap. I'm just going to take this. So we're going to fly to it. We're going to scan as well. We're going to get this because it's free salvage. If it's something like can use, if it's silicates and iron, great. That is H2O and silicate, so we're going to move towards it. And we will turn on our mining. And that is the sweet spot. We're landing directly in the most green area. Perfect. If I do this as well, a bit further. Yeah, we're deep into mining territory. I'm going to just tilt ever so slightly. Yeah, I think we're good. You can see how it all crosses over. That's a general good indication that you can hit that with all your mining lasers. So I turn that on, and I am expecting all of them. Yeah, there we go. All 5 to get working, and we're fine on the energy consumption. We're actually producing just a little bit more, +5. So we're not using up our battery reserves, which is ideal. Nice. Good. Very good. So we'll get all of this in, and then we'll head over to the hangar ship. Just got to be sure to turn off our scanner, pressing C.
Offline.
It's nice. Very, very good. But yeah, we need to think of a name for Rig Mark 1. That, I think, would be an excellent idea. So, and we got to think about refining, but at the moment we're going to... We're just going to... Oh, look at all this floating stuff out here. There's all these floating materials. I'll have to go pick up all these. We've got some iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 60 tons there of iron. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 tons of silicates, assuming each of these is 10 tons apiece. But we will quickly go and pick those up. We have the haulers. They can get the job done. And I just want to see, does this have hauling range? Other... No. Radar? No, no idea. Oh, turn off the rate. I don't want to be... Yeah, there we go. I think we've got haulers in range. We're just going to get a bit more in place. Yeah, we should see all of our haulers start going out. If I stop, I think the front ones will pop out as well. Yeah, there we go. So sometimes, if you're moving sideways, the haulers on this side will pop out because they can easily just fly out. Whereas if you're moving in this direction, they will not exit for fear of collision. That's my general observation. But if you have your hangars, say on the rear of your general direction, they can all fly out as you're flying, traversing space. Without fear of collision. But we do have that out here. That's 4 kilometers away. What this thing is so big, really big pieces. Right, we're picking up all of these. I think we only have iron here, iron here. That one's going to pick that up, and I think we've got it all. That's great. I really hope they improve the controller. Like the Xbox controller, PS5 controller, gamepad controller, whatever you may be, configurations, because it'd be nice to be able to fly these with the 2 joysticks as opposed to using Shift and WASD. I think it would be far more intuitive on a gamepad, but that's just me. But we're going to go and fly over to that big boy over there, and I think we're going to try and do... We're going to try and do autopilot, but I'm going to get myself away from this really rogue asteroid just here. I'm going to stop. I'm going to left click. I'm going to say fly to, because I don't trust myself.
Online.
But nice. We're what, a third full effectively, or just over a third full. Approaching half. We got 111 iron, 237 silicates, 15 thorium, and 40 ionite. Right. Okay. For some reason, it doesn't want to fly. I think it's assumed en route there must be some form of collision. So it's actually rotated and orientated ourselves towards the giant ship here. We're going to conduct a complete scan, but I'm not going to. I'm going at 90 meters a second, so it's good to keep your eye on here. And our total mass is 2 tons. Wait, no, I am 2,000 tons. Is that 2 kilotons? I think so. Almost 2 kilotons, and of which only 413 of that is storage, and we can add another 600 on top of that, so 2,500 tons. But we are approaching this fairly quickly. I'm just tapping W. We're going to get this down to maybe about 30, and I'm going to turn the linear dampeners off. 3, yep, there we go. And I think if I just tap it a couple of times, we'll be going at a nice pace. So Alt O, and we're just going to observe. And we'll be there. I'm just going to tap it a few more times so it speeds up. You can see the nav is going down relatively quickly. And as we get into, I say, maybe about 750 meters of the object, I will take manual control again. But it's such a pretty game. Very immersive. And also the music. The music is excellent. I do like the music in this game. It's very immersive. Okay, we're getting close to the nav point. We are 1 click, coming up to 1 click now. I'm going to start looking at our controls, and I'm going to look at the dampener, and I'm going to just turn it on. I'm going to turn on our scanners, and I'm going to get closer to the object, approaching it about 22 meters per second. as we get closer, just to avoid any mishaps, particularly since we're heavy beast. We're 1,900 tons. These are different. This gives you an idea of where you're heading in terms of. I don't know what orientation these are in relation to your navigation gimbals, but just holding W a little bit more, going up to 22. Oh, hello. Did we just... Okay, well, we didn't really scan it. It just happened. So, hangar ship Pannonia 2, energy spike detected, exiting hibernation mode, power backup restored, processors activating. Zzzt. What? Status, reactor offline, engines offline, sensors online, communications online. Date, 24th of March. Year 2256. Location, the Great Spill, Earth orbit. Statement, greetings human. Who are you? Statement, my designation is Perun, class hangar ship Pannonia 2. I was created at the height of the corporate war to support expansion efforts into Lalande. Why are you here? My final data entry is of being decommissioned. Evidently, Cadmium Blue Global had collapsed and was liquidating its assets. I am in poor condition. Many vital components are missing and my fuel reserves have been siphoned. I can help. Proposal. Cadmium Blue Global no longer exists in any capacity. Should you repair me, my allegiance protocols will recognize you as my rightful captain. Do you accept? I accept, and how convenient is that? I could really do with a giant hangar ship, that's for sure. Statement, excellent. You'll find hangar ship captains garner much more respect than dock workers. On that note, I am blocking communications from your ill-tempered supervisor. Instruction, my automated systems can perform the necessary repairs if provided materials. Extract and transfer them to my internal storage. Extract and transfer resources to Pannonia 2. So what do we need is 500 silicates. 500 tons, okay. Now, are we close to... Yes, we are. Right there, there's two big boys. So what we're going to do, leading to the end of this, for this first tranche of Let's Play Episode 1, Part 1, Day 1, whatever it may be, well, it's all of those, all of the above. We're going to go and see if we can find those silicates and transport them. So I'm going to fly to it using autopilot. Hopefully it'll work this time. And I'm hoping that has a ton of silicates on it. And we only need 213 tons of refined silicates in order to complete this first objective with this hangar. So we're going to do that now. And we do have all these orange stations here. These are ones that we can claim. So we have a refinery station storage module, refinery station energy module, and habitat module. So we'll combine all these together, and we have a station that we can use as our core refining area. Why does it keep going offline? There is nothing in the way. Right, I will navigate. Hopefully the autopilot navigation will get a patch or firmware update so that it works appropriately. Please, devs, that would be great. Save me a bit of time, and I can actually take some nice scenic shots. And we're approaching it. We are God, that is 4 kilometers away. It does not look 4 kilometers away. Oh, yeah, no, I hit something behind it, I think. Oh, this thing is so big. Wait. I'm 1,500 kilometers from it. It's so big. Right, let's scan it.
Scanners online.
How many pieces is it? I bet you it's multiple. How close do I have to get to this thing? Oh. What the hell is that? Some lines appearing. Oh, it's the whole scan. Now this is a beast. What on earth do we have on it? Oh, wait. Is that it? No, it's 6 tons of silicates and 2 tons of cobalt. Well, we'll get it then. Screw it. Why not?
Mining online.
Well, that was a letdown, wasn't it? Oh no. Yeah, 60 tons of silicates, so 6 lots, and then 20 tons of cobalt. but the iconography is a bit wrong here. So these look like chunks, but they're not. And if I hover over here, yeah, it comes off as pure silicate. So maybe that's some feedback. I'm actually going to send some feedback. Debris shown as silicon. I'm just going to... It's not game breaking. It's just a bug. Low. Iconography of debris resource content shows silicate and cobalt chunks in the debris resource panel on the right, as opposed to the refined silicate and cobalt iconography. Show silicate and cobalt chunks in the debris resource panel. Chunk iconography in the debris resource panel on the right, as opposed to the refined silicate and cobalt iconography. So we will be doing some submissions, and I'm not afraid to show my YouTube Gmail account. That's fine. So olliestrikesgaming@gmail.com if you want to drop me a message and say hi. No, please don't. You can join my Discord, which is in production. But we are going to do we're going to try and do some feedback at the same time as playing the game. But we're going to go and send that. This iconography here should be of these, so you know that they are refined resources. So it's low impact. I'm going to say it's a bug. Include screenshot, include save game data and email. Yep, boof, send that off. Awesome stuff. So we're trying to be part of the development journey of the game. That is the idea. Oh, excuse me, bit of reflux. Okay, we're chunking away at this. Got 3 more pieces to take off, and then I will fly over to this. Yeah, we're 287. That's fine. Good. And our ships, we've got 3 pieces off. 3 are going off, so we can actually make our way to this one. I'm going to see if I can actually fly to this time, as opposed to it
Autopilot online.
not being happy. But I think this is an effective way in the campaign. Just go for the salvaging as opposed to the mining, because particularly if you haven't got this refining station up and running. Because the salvaging is going to be quick, in my opinion. I obviously have to fly there and everywhere, but look, all these resources we already have. I'm kind of pleased to have something. Oh, and we're flying. We're actually flying without it being, stopping. I think the firmware is caught up. We're working. There's nothing in the way. But we are going to cancel, and we're going to turn on our scanners. We're going to rotate ourselves as we come into close contact with this, and we are scanning. Going to hold off. Oh wow, that was close. Balance our weight. Just press it a few times. And it's cobalt and yeah, we got through. Oh, what are those questions and why? You see along the bottom, use scanners to wait. Is it all of it? No, I don't believe so. Use scanners or deliver a chunk to the refinery. So it's saying it's got potentially loads of different things in here. Let's get in range. Stop. Yeah, because when I hover over it, you see there's loads of question marks along the bottom there. ENI, everything is potential on this, but it's not telling us. So we're just going to have to take some chunks. I mean, there is definitely some cobalt there, which is great. Oh wow, there is loads of these out here. As we come out the dust clouds, what is this? That might be worth something. That might have a ton of stuff. We're going to fly up to that next, I think.
Warning, hull breach detected.
Oh. I pressed W. I'm sorry, but I am going to... I'm going to do a load. I am going to do a load. Sorry. That was outrageous. We're going to just load it back up because that was terrible. Right. I held W and I didn't mean to. going forward, I will not auto-save scrub, or whatever you call it. If I make an error, I'm going to have to survive it, but that's way too early into the game, and I think I completely demolished it. So going forward, if I drive or crash into something, we're going to accept what has happened and almost treat it like an iron mode. You know, that may be an idea for the future. Iron mode, Starminer. So if something goes horribly wrong, you're going to have to try and rectify the issue, or it's game over. So yeah, that's something I'm going to think about and do in terms of sandbox. So have enemies turned on, Iron Man mode, and just try and survive as long as possible. I think there's also, yeah, there is a survival mode as well. But we're almost there. We're 337. That's good. And I'm going to fly up to this. I think this, we have a better chance of... finding silicates or a mixture of materials there. Let's go back to our rig Mark 1. We should be positioning ourselves, but we got 40 tons of cobalt, I think, which is great. Turn off both of those.
Offline.
And I think we're positioning, and I hope there'll be nothing in the way. It will just fly. But it's 3.5 clicks out, but vector's looking good, and we're moving forward. Ideal. But there is something there. That is the hangar ship. We're only a certain amount of XP off, which is good. I'm actually going to have a look at the bulletin, see if there's any other... Ooh, refined silicates, 100 tons. And that gives experience. I will accept that. So I need 500 for Pannonia and then 100 for Reclamation 9. I might actually send over 100 now just to get that XP. 10 XP is quite good. Same with iron. We need 120. I'll accept that. Have we got any others that we can have a look in here? No, it doesn't look like it. But we might have enough from here. Hope you don't get scrapped. Looking for a contract to dispose. I will accept that. Thank you. Don't know what I get for that, but we will do it. Let's get some scanning on. Oh, that is a good angle. Give me some juice. Yeah, iron, silicates. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Let's just rotate a bit further up. There we go, and we're going to bring ourselves a bit closer. We're going to turn on our mining. This is a mother load. Look at this. Ideal. Very happy. Turn off the scanners, and we're just going to enjoy the mining prowess of our small station. I'm going to bring ourselves just a tiny bit closer. Already done our first segment, which is great, and our haulers are out to go and get it. Ideal. Very nice. Need to think of some good station designs as well as we progress in this campaign. So we've got like our multi-purpose one here, but I do want a dedicated mining station, refining, a dedicated combat one as well. Maybe even certain modules that latch on to another station. They act as independent firing systems, but they can be dropped off at certain locations as we're moving around the system, particularly in certain mining. That is a huge asteroid. That's something I'll have to have a look at, definitely. But this is ideal. What we're going to do, actually, we're going to send 100... I think we've got tons of silicates in here. I think we're going to have plenty. There's 3... Yeah, there's 10s in here. That's fine. I'm actually going to send 100 tons over to Reclamation 9. So I'm going to go into automation. No, still can't. I can't do it. That's a shame that I can't do automation requests. I'd expect to see the station in here. Unless I go... Yeah, I can't seem to do it, but what would have been nice is that I could send 100 tons of silicates over to Reclamation 9 to complete that objective. There's a pirate outpost as well. And that... Oh gosh, heavy point defense. Gosh, that is a beefy looking pirate outpost. I am not going to mess around with that early on, that's for sure. But I think once we've done all of this, we'll be in a good place for... Oh, build 1 mining lasers. Construct 3 haulers. Just got a load of pop-ups for achievements in the bottom right there. But that's all good. This is looking promising. I'm just going to bring myself a bit closer. I'm actually going to tilt forward ever so slightly so the bottom lasers can hit these 2 modules here. And I'm going to bring myself a bit closer. Come down a bit. There we go. Rotate. Perfect. So Funnily enough, those bottom ones can't reach it because of the angling. Let's just do... Perfect. Yeah, that could definitely... You know, I just want to take it out. Take it out. Just do that whole piece for me. Thank you. Great. This is good. We are at 477. And we'll be able to fly over there and get it balling. But that will be for the next episode. We're just going to completely refine this for the close of this one. And next episode, we'll be able to do some progress. But there's lots to do. Definitely got lots to do. But please... If you have any ideas for the name of our first station here, please drop that in the comments. That'd be really cool. And let me know you want to see. I'm very willing to put together some little top tips and tricks for the game. I already have a few in mind, particularly associated with auto trading or automations between your stations. And also, you know, how to reset your gimbal and all that kind of stuff. I know other content creators already got that out there, but I think I could, in my opinion, I'll have an approach that really portrays it in a nice and clear way, to the point, without any waffle. Even though I have been waffling a lot in this episode, but that's fine. This is a Let's Play. I'm here to talk and hopefully soothe your minds at the end of a long day. But who knows? I could be a little bit annoying, but I'm not going to play into that. But this first episode is gone well, I think. We're at 497 silicates, and we're almost full on the tonnage, so we might have to come back here. But once we're full, I will end the episode there, and we will move. In the next episode, we are going to go and deliver the 500 tons, which is exciting. And we do have enough for... If I hit 600 on these silicates, I'll be able to deposit the silicates at the Pannonia, and the 2 sets of 120 iron and 100 tons of silicates at Reclamation 9. So what is closer out the two for next time, just as we know what we're doing? Where is it? So that... God, I can't even see the range, but it looks like Pannonia 2 is closer by 200 meters versus Reclamation 9. So we're going Pannonia first. But we're just going to mine as much as possible. I'm going to stop mining because we may not have enough space for these random bits which are flying. So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe this video if you want to see more content like this in the future. This is Ollie Strikes, signing out for now. Ciao.